Why is it so critical to open up environmentally sensitive areas to more drilling? Mr. President, one might say that it is just to be expected that those on the side of big oil would use this sort of rhetoric in an election year, but it's much worse than that. The McConnell amendment could be both economically and ecologically devastating. If you look at a picture here taken after a recent oil spill in San Francisco, this is what we can routinely be facing if we allow widespread drilling on the outer continental shelf. We could see our beaches closed for business because of oil spills. You know, my home state of New Jersey, our shore is a precious treasure that my state would protect at any cost. But the shore also generates tens of billions of dollars in revenues each year and supports almost 500,000 jobs. It simply makes no sense to jeopardize a tourism and fishing economy worth tens of billions of dollars in exchange for a cumulative total of only a half year's supply of oil. The people of New Jersey cannot afford the risk of millions of gallons of oil washing up on our beaches. This is not just a New Jersey problem. Florida's beaches generate billions of dollars each year. In South Carolina, Myrtle Beach alone brought in $3 billion in revenues. Do we really want oil washing up onto the pristine Cape Hatteras National Seashore? What about Virginia Beach? Can Maryland's famous blue crab survive yet another environmental assault? The bottom line is the minority leader's proposal will do nothing to lower gas prices, but it will jeopardize coastal economies all along both coasts. Is there anything we can responsibly do to ease the pain of such high gas prices? The answers are resounding yes. One important way to address oil prices that I hope we'll be debating more fully in the next week or so is to better regulate oil markets. Many analysts that have testified before the relevant House and Senate committees agree that based on pure supply and demand, the price of oil should be somewhere between $50 and $70 a barrel. So why are we hitting $125 a barrel? In part because of excessive speculation on future markets. And unlike other markets, such as the commodities involving corn or soybean futures, oil is being traded around the globe with little or no oversight by the U.S. government. If the Enron disaster teaches us anything, it should be that markets cannot be allowed to operate without real oversight. In the upcoming weeks, when the Senate debates the comprehensive Democratic plan to address runaway gas prices, one of the most important aspects of that package will be increased regulation of oil markets so we can effectively combat excess speculation and any possible market manipulation. Another important measure to bring short-term relief to the pain at the pump is the Majority Leader's amendment, which will be voted on tomorrow. This amendment would suspend filling the Strategic Petroleum Reserve at least through December of this year. When the people of this country are suffering on almost $4 a gallon of gas, when gas prices are pushing up the cost of food, when the price of oil per gallon is broken $125 a gallon, why would we be burying these precious commodity when we need it the most? We should stop pouring all that oil into a hole in the ground until the price of crude oil recedes to $75 or less. This will truly help drive gas prices back down by increasing supply and offer some immediate relief to Americans. It's very important that we look at these proposals. Even Jim Woolsey is fond of saying by buying oil in such huge quantities and at such high prices, we're funding both sides of the war on terror. So, Mr. President, it seems to me that if we want to do something about kicking our addiction, we don't go after more of it. We move in a different direction. We suspend a Strategic Petroleum Reserve that is already 97% full. We have that opportunity tomorrow. And then we look at market speculation and these other elements of a truly broad-based effort that preserves our natural resources, preserves the economy that those natural resources generate, as the New Jersey shore does, and then ultimately achieves the goal of not only driving down the cost of gas, but at the same time move us in a different direction to break our dependency. I ask unanimous consent that my full statement be entered into the record.
Without objection.
And with that, I yield the floor.
Mr. President, Senator from Missouri. Mr. President, it's time for us to get